Hey guys, welcome back to Cajun Horror Talk. I'm Jake.
And Ross.
Today we're talking about 1996's Tremors 2 Aftershocks. So grab a beer, grab a cup of coffee. Let's talk horror. All right, guys. Tremors 2 Aftershocks. We reviewed Tremors a while back there.
Yeah.
One of my favorites growing up. The whole series was one of my favorites growing up. Looking at runtime of 1 hour and 40 minutes, made on a budget of $4 million. Cast: we have Fred Ward returning as Earl.
Fucking Earl.
Michael Gross returning as Bert. We have Chris Garton coming in as Grady. Helen Shaver as Kate. Marcelo Tubert as Senor Ortega. And Marco Hernandez as Julio.
Oh, Julio. No Kevin Bacon or Reba McEntire, unfortunately.
Nope. They're both explained away.
I think Reba was doing a world tour at the time, and Kevin, I think it was Apollo 13.
96 is probably about right.
I believe it was Apollo 13 he turned it down for.
So, plot-wise, basically, they're having problems with graboids down in Mexico at this oil refinery.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be?
Yeah, and they're trying to find people who have experience with them to go in there and kill them. So they track down Earl, who's invested his money in ostriches.
Because that's what you do after you
yeah, but that was a real thing for a while, bro. That happened to people around here with emus.
Yeah, I remember the fucking emus around here.
Yeah, man, that was supposed to be the next big like farming meat, like processed meat. Jesus Christ, and it just never freaking took off. People lost a lot of money with that business.
That's ridiculous too. That's so fucking funny to me.
I know.
It really.
Well, they had all these studies came out that the meat was so nutritious and it was leaner and better for you than pork and beef.
Everybody
and
jumps on the new diet shit like it's nothing funny. So let's go get some.
And then it turns out that nobody really liked the taste of it, so it just never sold.
It seems to me like it would be really tough meat.
No, it wasn't. It's not that it was tough.
It seems like it would be.
It was weird. It's kind of greasy. Like it would leave a film in your mouth when you ate.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I've
weird.
never had ostrich or emu.
So you see Grady pulls up. He's the taxi driver bringing Ortega over there to try to talk Earl into going. Earl's not fucking having it at first.
Well, I don't blame him. He's already survived it once. You don't tempt fate the second time
and
around.
Earl wasn't like Bert's one thing. But Earl was the guy who was trying to play everything fucking
Bert was ready to go.
Yeah.
Bert just needed a fucking page. He was like Captain Marvel at the end of Avengers. He's just ready to fucking get it.
Exactly.
Let's just do it.
But what he's telling him is we're giving you $50,000
per
each day graboid.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, considering they killed 28 in the movie.
Which Grady is a weird stalker guy. Like he's a fanboy.
Oh, he's really fucking fanboying out on Earl, like really
it's
bad.
Like it's almost like if somebody would have gotten me to drive them to John Carpenter's house to make a new movie.
Yeah, and then John Carpenter finally is like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it with you.
I'm gonna do it with you.
That's why I'm here.
That's right.
They dropped me off at Stephen King's. I'm gonna keep him off the coke. Just, I'm gonna be right here with them, guys. Be right here. So they've after the first Tremors, they've made fucking arcade games.
Yeah,
they've got
I want one of those games.
Got merchandise.
I like that. He says, "Man, you must have got a lot of money from that." He's like, "I should have got a fucking lawyer."
Yeah, off the royalties and shit.
I'd be pissed if somebody made a video game about me and I ain't get shit
ain't
for it.
No damn.
Oh, I'd be pissed off.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm just saying.
What?
Tremors the game, 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what that PC?
Zoom platform. That's where fucking. I don't know. Let us see.
I'm gonna check that out. That must be. I bet that's fine.
It probably is. It probably really is. As somebody who likes
it's a canceled video game.
Yeah, there it goes.
Fuck them. Why they gotta cancel everything Tremors? They was about to make a TV show for Tremors. We watched the trailer for that shit last night. It was fucking fantastic.
They had Kevin Bacon in the series. Like,
yes.
Straight up. You can't fucking do it.
I don't know what the fuck went wrong.
That's like there's a no-lose situation. You have Kevin Bacon reappearing in a fucking Tremors series. You're gonna make money off of that. That's like getting Nev Campbell to be in the Scream series on MTV.
Yeah.
That like you have the dude. You got fucking Kevin Bacon on that bitch.
I don't know what went wrong. I really don't.
I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't the right timing. You never know. It might be picked back up. Look, I watched the fucking trailer. It looked
Dude,
fucking
put that
amazing.
shit on Netflix and it'll do fucking great.
I looked at it. It seemed fucking amazing. I think you could have did that shit as the production quality that it was. Like, you've seen a lot of Freddie Wong, big shout out. Love you, dude. He was a YouTube guy, and he did a lot of visual effects and stuff like that. He wound up getting a deal for Netflix, and they did a Video Game High School. Loved it on Netflix. I think that Netflix is a way a lot of new... they're taking it to Netflix a lot more than what they used to.
Yeah.
And I think that...
Well, Netflix is pretty good at picking up really good content and letting people do what they want to do.
I'll tell you right now, Netflix is on their fucking shit.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about being really like PG-13 and shit like that for TV.
No, because they're so not worried about the censorship and all the extra things that you have to go through for theatrical releases and shit like that. It's so much better. We've seen, one of our biggest rant and rave movies about was The Babysitter.
Yes.
That was a Netflix movie. We fucking loved that movie.
Yeah, because they got to get away with whatever they wanted.
They got away with some shit, and it was great. I loved it.
So they go down to Mexico. The Mexican army is willing to give them anything they want. And I agree with Bert on this.
I do too.
The Mexican army gives you whatever you want. You take one case of dynamite?
Yeah.
The fuck are you thinking?
You're fucking retarded, dude. I'm sorry, but if the president gives you
we're rolling there in a tank.
Yeah. Whatever you need. Okay, look, you don't understand these things like we do. We need this. I need a Black Hawk.
Yes.
Like, you're giving me some shit.
Yeah, I need a tank, at least 3 bazookas. At least. 1 for my personal collection.
Yeah.
2 to keep on us.
What kind of stuff do you need? Have you seen The Matrix? This is what I'm asking for. I want wall-to-wall guns.
Had The Matrix come out at this point?
No, it hadn't. The Matrix was until 90... No, it had to... This was 96.
Yeah.
Hang on. What year? The Matrix was what, 98, 99?
I think it was 99.
No, I think it was 99. I really think you might be right on that one. It was right before... Yeah, because unfortunately, one of the bad things that you actually think about this came out in 1999 right before April.
Yeah.
Because of the Columbine shit.
Yeah, true. Thanks for bringing us down, Ross. Appreciate that.
I'm just saying it's a historical event that fucking happened. This came out obviously before it came out in April 20th.
So they go out. They're going to be the bait.
Yeah, great strategy right off the fucking get-go.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Let's see how it works out for them.
They're dragging this fucking chain around. Grady is
this chain has bells attached to it.
Grady's the greatest cock block ever.
Yeah, he's like...
Fred Ward's, man, just running game.
Oh, my God, he's fucking Tallahassee.
Yeah.
In Zombieland.
Like,
big, giant, cock-blocking robot.
Yeah. Earl's just dropping game on this woman.
Yeah, he is.
And, good for them. They get this shot where she's doing something, he's checking on her ass, and then he turns around to put the map down, and she turns around and checks his ass out.
That's right. You never see that from both perspectives.
It's rare you see it.
Your filmography people, they want to see like, oh, people want to look at a woman's ass.
Yeah.
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 And dude, this is 90,
both sides.
This is 96.
Yep.
Like, you get to see it from both perspectives. You see the woman checking out Earl. It's great.
So they're gonna be the bait.
Yeah.
And it's working for them. They got the little RC truck, which is fucking genius.
It's fucking great because they get
consider the first one when they dragging the stick of dynamite.
Yeah, they were like fishing for them. This one they had like a remote controlled.
It's kind of the same concept except it's just updated.
Updated, yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is fucking fantastic. They
Really
blow
was.
them up
They
and
did
they're fucking killing it. And then they realize that there's a lot more graboids than what they can handle, so they call him back up.
They call in Bert. Bert's sitting at his little bunker in his doomsday shit in his underwear.
Got a goddamn graboid, got a European mount on a graboid on the fucking wall, which is fantastic.
It's mounted in his fucking wall. Dude, if you killed something that big, you're telling me you wouldn't stuff the head
it's
and put it in your wall.
fantastic. That's amazing. Still got his wall of guns, except for his HK-91.
Oh, just right in the feels, dude. Like, you were going to go there right away? Reba, you heartless. You're heartless.
Oh, yeah. So Reba evidently, at first he tries to say she's just staying with her sister, but...
Kanye West plays in the background. Coldest story ever told.
So it turns out she left him because he cannot live without the threat of global war.
He's a doomsday prepper, man. That was his personality, but she knew that when they were together in the first one.
She blamed their problems in their marriage in the fall of the Soviet Union.
Yeah, which is that is an amazing line in a movie. That is great. Fantastic. That is the most off the wall fucking, you blamed your marriage divorce on what? What?
So,
the fall of the Soviet
He's
Union.
like, I don't think she's coming back. She called me and told her to send her to HK. You see Earl go,
oh, damn, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm with you, Bert.
Yeah.
I feel you, brother.
I feel your pain, man. She took the guns and everything.
So Bert automatically goes into this fucking. He pulls up in a deuce and a half.
Yeah, because see, Bert saw the fucking red tape. He was like, you know what? Y'all gonna give me what the hell I want? This is what I want.
2.5 tons of high explosive.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a crater.
Elephant
this
guns and a 50 BMG because fuck you.
Because fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Why the hell? If you have, then he has this shit in the corner. He said, "What's this?" That's gonna be my personal collection. And he fucking throws some shit.
Because why not?
Why not? If you're given fucking unlimited access to whatever the hell you want, I'm gonna have some new toys too.
That's it.
I'm gonna have a lot of new toys.
So Bert starts going fucking ham.
Oh, he's going ape
He's
shit.
he's recording himself with a fucking
Captain's log. Captain's log. This is Bert. I'm in Mexico with all these graboids everywhere.
Yeah. So they're killing a bunch of.
This one I love that they have the radar.
Yeah,
they have
almost like a radar. Yeah,
it's not specifically a radar, but that's kind of the same concept they were going with.
Exactly.
It was the underground where you can kind of pinpoint where the graboids are coming from and kind of
really good
manipulate it. Really awesomely done. Very awesomely done. But which you have to wonder why the hell didn't I know we needed a movie, but why didn't the military just do that?
Because movie.
Yeah, movie. I get that, but I mean, did any of these people have a passport?
They didn't bribe them enough.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But he had a point too. You get a whole military crew out there. You have a lot of people running around. They're gonna scatter.
The mass hysteria. You get a bunch of
that. And the graboids will scatter. They're not gonna.
See, I was thinking it from a different perspective.
If you got
get a bunch
only
of
a
fucking
couple of
military
people,
out there, everyone's fucking seeing a military deployment. And they're like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Dude, it's Mexico.
But I get what you're saying.
Just kill everyone.
I get what you're saying though. There's multiple people, so they're just kind of spreading the graboids further out.
It's like a fucking buffet at that point.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So they get one that's not acting right. It's running away from them instead of towards them. So they follow it, and guess what? They change. They're no longer under the ground. They evolve into shriekers.
They evolve into shriekers, which is they remind me so much of a fucking the Predator with the heat-seeking shit. I love it.
Look like a giant fucking turkey.
They do. I'm sorry, but I feel like I'd be more concerned about a graboid before a shrieker because
it's graboid, by the way.
Graboid, whatever the fuck.
Graboid's that way.
Graboid? No, that's graboid. That's different. You got to roll the tongue. Hello, ladies.
So no, the shriekers are creepy too, though. The shriekers are creepy because of the fact that they fucking reproduce like critters.
Yeah, see, that was an aspect where, and then she even said they're going to grow exponentially, which, I mean, of course, they're going to because each new, you get 1, then 2, then 2 to 4, and 4
multiply
goes into
like
8,
a Catholic rabbit.
Motherfucker, they're coming at you.
So
you know what you do? You blow a fucking crater in the ground. That's what I would do. Makes sense.
It worked.
It did work. It absolutely worked.
But at first, they don't understand what these things are. They just realize something ripped its way out of this fucking
different. Actually, at first, Grady thinks that something ate the graboid. Graboid. I can't fucking tell. Why don't make up words? Graboid. He thinks that something ate the graboid.
Yeah.
And Earl is like, no, that doesn't make sense. It hasn't been that long. And he comes to the conclusion logically that something didn't eat it. Something came out of the graboid.
Yeah.
And that's where we get the shriekers from, and everything kind of starts going.
But it starts off where they hit a truck, and then they hit the radio station.
Yeah.
And then they hit another truck.
I mean, you find out later on.
You find out later on that it's because they're going after the heat. But at first, it looks like these motherfuckers are just putting.
They're just smart. They're just going fucking apeshit.
They're cutting the communications. It's like zombievers.
Yeah, they didn't explain in Zombievers why they cut the phones. They like to chew on twigs.
So, thankfully, Bert got them elephant guns.
Yeah.
Because
why the fuck not? Yes. I mean, just do it.
I'm just saying, bro. The thing he said, one of them was a 375 H&H.
That's a bad motherfucker.
That's some freaking recall right there, dude.
That's a bad motherfucker. That's the type you ever see Ride Along with Ice Cube? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that scene where Kevin Hart gets thrown backwards by the fucking shotgun into the trash can. If he had that gun, I would believe that shit.
Yeah.
That's some kick.
Yeah.
That is some fucking kick to that gun. Do you see the size of that round?
Yeah, but that's why they're so fucking heavy, too. They're big and heavy. It kind of mitigates some recall. But
you still have a fucking recall, too.
They fight their way back to the refinery.
Yeah.
Link up with Kate, who just watched Julio get fucking wiped. That was a gnarly scene, bro. When he grabs his leg.
Yeah, he's coming. He's trying to come through the fucking window.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
See, that was creepy. I was like, what do you do against that?
Yeah. Well, it's cool because she grabs like a fucking like a chipping hammer, and she runs in the corner, and you hear a car drive up, and you hear, oh, there he is, get him, boom, boom, and then they come through the door.
Yeah.
And they're like, have you seen Bert? No, I haven't heard from anyone.
Poor Bert.
And Bert pulls up.
Bert pulls up with his deuce and a half, and he's just
trashed.
He's done. He's done.
Everything's covered in blood and guts and shit, and he's just fucked up. His truck's fucked up. And like, what happened? He goes, oh, I was on my way back to HQ, and I find myself in an ambush situation.
He says, I feel that I was excluded from some information that would have been pertinent to this operation.
I knocked down the first wave with semi-automatic fire.
Yeah, of course.
And then the rest of them were in front of my truck, so I just kicked it in 6-wheel and ran them over.
Yeah.
The ones that were already on board, I took out with a combination of small arms fire and hand-to-hand
techniques. Bert's a gangster. Bert don't give a fuck.
Oh, I love
this motherfucker punched a shrieker. That's what happened. It's definitely.
I wanted to see
outtakes and shit.
Yeah, like him has one like a triangle.
Yeah. He's ground fighting streakers. The other ones come up and he's like fucking popping off rounds and shooting.
So he sits there and goes, "I'm completely out of ammo."
Yeah.
It's never happened to me before.
Upset. He's so upset. He's like, "This has never happened. I always have ammo. How do I not have ammo right now?" It's amazing. You can tell that he's that doomsday prepper.
Yeah.
That just he's so not used to not having things because he's always got it. He had like 120 pounds of MREs.
Yeah.
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 He's fucking getting it. He's ready to go. Like end of the world. Let's do it.
These things taste like toilet paper.
Yeah.
You're eating the toilet paper.
You're eating the toilet paper.
So,
I mean, that's what you do whenever you have a wife that's as beautiful as Reba McEntire and she fucking leaves you and takes a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. You kind of lose your shit and you sit in your underwear in your basement and just wait
and eat Cheetos
and just wait for sweet death to come upon you.
So at this point, it kind of turns into a running from one building to another, trying to find their way. Oh, that's when they found out
very comically.
That was a pretty funny scene too when they realized with the broom when he goes,
he pops the fucking broom up
and he goes.
And they're waiting to see if they can get the shrieker's attention with the broom, and then they realize
it has to be a hand.
It has to be a hand,
or a body part,
a heat signature. They're looking at fucking heat, not just inanimate objects that are moving. They don't see movement.
And their tongue, they'll swipe their tongue along the surface, and
if they find
something,
something,
like a catfish.
Yeah, find something that it fucking likes and just fucking eat it.
Gobbles it up.
Yeah.
Which happens because he has one in the bottom of his truck.
Oh, yeah.
Because they also find out once it eats, it regurgitates a baby.
It regurgitates a baby, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
That happens. They throw up a fucking child, and then it...
But think about how fast that means they spread.
Think about how fast... Like, that is...
Which makes you wonder, why in the fuck aren't they all over the place?
That is a pregnancy that will make Sita Chucky jealous. That was so fucking quick.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's straight like Gremlins.
How have they not already taken over the world?
Okay, see, here's my thing. This obviously can't be the first time that the Shriekers have been produced.
Exactly.
So they should have been there. I mean,
I don't understand why every movie they just suddenly appear. Is this a thing where like their eggs take like years and years and years to hatch?
And then all of a sudden you get the graboids, and then they mutate into the Shriekers.
Because she says they're a Precambrian life form. She finds a fossil and she's been studying it.
Yeah, so these things were around for it doesn't make sense. They would eat enough stuff that they would reproduce constantly. Okay, now, theory about that. Let's think like Thanos would. The universe is finite. Mm-hmm. It's not infinite. If they were that old and they were here before the dinosaurs, as they're suggesting, and all this other crap, eventually they would run out of a food source. They would probably turn cannibalistic and start eating each other.
Which would just produce more.
Yes, but would one Shrieker reproduce a completely other Shrieker after eating one Shrieker, or would it have to eat 2 or 3 Shriekers before it create another Shrieker?
It ate one piece of an MRE and threw up a baby.
But you don't know what it ate before that, though. You don't know what it ate before that. You don't know if that piece of the MRE was just the tip of the iceberg or what it fucking needed.
Yeah, but the one that was injured underneath grabbed that one MRE. That was the only thing it could reach, remember? And it threw up babies.
I tried. I was thinking like there's got to be population control from somewhere.
Because even population control on that, because say they run out of food, and 3 Shriekers kill one Shrieker to eat it, it would throw up
3 new Shriekers.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but
they're making their own food source.
Yeah, you're right. It would spread like a fucking virus.
Yeah.
Like there's like
a fucking bacteria.
How these things haven't just fucking taken over the entirety of the damn world. I don't know.
I don't, because I thought the same thing you did.
Well, I was thinking about that. Like the resources they would have a finite, but let's say that they don't turn cannibalistic though.
Okay, say they don't turn cannibalistic. At some point, they're laying eggs, which when you find out later they become ass blasters, which means they're airborne.
Yeah, that's in the next one, I believe.
Yeah, and they lay multiple eggs.
Yeah.
But then you'd still have graboids eating shriekers,
Yeah.
making more shriekers.
It's possible. I'm not going to say it's completely impossible. I just say at some point there would be an overpopulation that would cause them to die off. At some point there would almost have to be.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know. Well,
They missed it. They missed a step though.
They missed a step somewhere.
After 4, when they did, I think they 5. They went back in time and did like the beginning.
I don't know why these things need those prequels type of shit.
I know. It was decent though. They should have went underwater.
Hey, Stab 5 has time travel. I'm just saying.
They should have went underwater, man. I want to see underwater graboid.
Underwater. Yeah.
It could be the Legend of Loch Ness.
Ooh, they could tie that in. That'd be really cool. The big eel-like creature that's in Loch Ness. That'd be great if it was a graboid.
Thank you.
Randomly. That would be a really good one.
That would be fucking great.
I could see that. You could actually blame a lot of mythology on some of that shit because unexplained, really weird creatures, urban legends, and the story gets twisted. So they're like
the Kraken.
The Kraken. Release the Kraken.
Yeah. There's lots of things you can do with that. You have really underground, on ground, in the air. Why not in the water?
Dude, they literally that you take everything except for in the water. Like they're underground. You have your surface roller. Not with graboids. The surface rovers, and you have your aerial.
Yeah.
You literally. That's the logical next step. Is go.
No, they went in the snow.
What is snow but frozen water?
Yeah. No, they did it.
They're not swimming.
The last Tremors was Cold Day in Hell.
Yeah, wasn't that one in Alaska?
Yeah, that's or Canada.
Or Canada somewhere. It was somewhere up there.
Something like that.
Somewhere like that.
So at one point, okay, they're trying to get away, and they end up on top of a fucking tower because
that's where these movies lead us to.
Well, here's the thing: you distract them long enough to get away, but you distract them long enough to strand yourself on top of a fucking tower. You went from being stranded in one place to stranded in another.
Yeah, if you're going to fucking distract them, get the hell out.
Yeah.
Why didn't no one build a fire in this movie?
I know. They're attracted to heat. Here's my thing, too. How are they discerning heat signatures in the fucking Mexican sun? Everything gets hot.
To say everything's going to be hot as shit. Like the heat around them. You think it'll throw them off. Well, I mean, maybe it's geared specifically.
Even a vehicle in the sunshine. When you touch that fucking metal, it's hot to your skin. Therefore, it's hotter than the body.
You would see the. I mean, you're in Mexico, so you roll up windows and leave a fucking vehicle parked outside in the sun all day. That heat stays on the inside, so the vehicle wouldn't even have to be fucking running for them to.
No,
it
would just be fucking hot.
It would just be hot as shit.
I don't understand it.
I don't know. I don't know how these graboids haven't. These graboids and shriekers and all this fucking shit haven't developed to where, like, more towards predator type of shit. So we can distinguish more of the shit.
Well, the thing is,
I don't know how the shriekers haven't attacked Kate Upton yet because she's hot as fuck. You think those shriekers would be on their way to her house?
So they figure out a ploy where Bert jumps out of the dozer bucket he's in and chases him.
Which is a horrible place for him to jump. As a doomsday prepper, that was not a very smart move.
Right? Have you checked all of your pockets?
yeah. I don't have any more ammo.
He runs them through one door. He runs out the other door and comes back, circles behind, closes the door.
Yeah.
Only to find out that there's fucking rice flour.
Yeah, so he just ran them into a food supply.
Yeah, and they just start multiplying. Well, Earl comes up with one of the greatest plans in this fucking whole movie. Where
I was expecting him to go Arnold in this and cover himself in mud.
Yeah.
Like wet mud. I was really waiting for it.
Well, they hit him with a fire extinguisher and cool him off to where he goes, and he gets it back to the truck and he just sets a fucking bomb and throws it in the back of Bert's truck.
Fucking great, right? That's because Grady doesn't understand the concept of paper, rock, scissors. He doesn't understand rock, paper, scissors at all.
Who doesn't know rock, paper, scissors?
My son knows rock, paper, scissors. I don't understand how this man.
This movie started out with him not knowing what the fuck rock, paper, scissors were. He doesn't know the rules.
He wins against Earl.
Yeah.
He wins and he's like, nah, rock tears through paper. And Earl takes off and runs and then he's sitting there in front of him and he's like, wait a minute. Paper wraps rock, doesn't it? And he said, yeah. He's like, damn.
Yeah, the fact that you're too dumb to know that means that you're not smart enough to
You're not smart enough to do this plan.
Yes.
We don't want you out there doing this plan.
Yeah, because you don't want him in the thing. Because what he done? Set 10 seconds on the thing and threw it down and it all died.
They'd all died. There's no way they would have got away in time. Because when Earl sets the fucking bomb and throws it in the truck, there's what 2.5 tons of
2.5 tons of high explosives
in the back of this fucking vehicle. So he's like, "Oh, you need to run! You need to run!" So they take off running. Half of them get behind.
Where goes? What did you do? He goes, "I just set a bomb. You threw it back in the truck." You did what?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh shit,
it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big."
That's all I kept saying. So they take off running, and everyone gets behind a
wall.
A wall. And he's run.
Bert
runs clean fucking past me. Like, that's not far enough. Keep going.
So they finally get a good ways away.
Yeah.
And they're in. He goes, "Fine, it's not to be good enough. Get in the trench." So they get in the trench, and he goes, "It's gonna be big." And then Grady goes, "Is it gonna be today?
Is it gonna be today?"
This motherfucker goes off. Have you ever seen Mythbusters when they blew up the cement truck?
Yeah.
That's what I thought of.
No shit.
That's freaking just this massive ass explosion.
It creates this big ass crater in the fucking ground.
You start getting pieces raining down, and some of them are whole shriekers.
Yeah.
You would think that would have vaporized them motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah. And
it would have turned everything to jelly.
Oh, yeah, and maybe not. But you also have to have remnants of the shriekers so you can see the monsters.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a movie. It's a movie. You want to see the movie magic of the shriekers being blown in half.
True. So they kill all the shriekers. They realize that they owe them like $1.4 million.
Yeah, they do.
And they ride off into the sunset.
And Earl, in my ending of the story, Earl and Kate, they fall in love and ride off into the sunset. Absolutely. Yeah. He's been in love with this girl and didn't know he was in love with this girl because he finds out she used to be a model and she was a centerfold at one time.
And it's the same centerfold that he has hanging on.
Yeah. Now, the part that got me, I think what I told you when we watched that scene, is she mentions to Earl that she used to be a centerfold and he points out the magazine and the year and all this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, look, in any of the car, that's creepy as fuck that you would know that. I get that you have that fold out in your room. She doesn't know that.
Yeah.
She's just like, it's creepy.
Yeah,
it's
did you memorize all the Playmates?
Yeah. Comes off a little creepy there, Earl.
Yeah.
But it works for you. I liked her as a character. Of course, I loved Earl as a character from the first one. He was just resuming his role from the first one.
Him and Bert are my two favorites of the whole series.
Yeah, Bert's awesome. I really do. I loved Bert from the Doomsday Prepper idea that they had him in the first one.
Oh yeah, it's like
I so wish Reba would have came back for the second part though. God, I wish that would have happened.
And yeah and no, because I don't know if she wouldn't have kind of bogged him down a little bit.
Yeah, you think his character was better going through that?
Yeah, I think so.
I could see
because
that.
it let him be that guy he is in the rest of them too, to where he's just that's his one goal in life now is to fuck up graboids.
Yeah, I get that. It's cool. I loved Reba's character in the first one. I really did.
So let's talk about real quick before we get to our scores. One of my favorite things about this movie, the CGI is a little wonky, but the practical effects look fucking great. Yeah, dude, the shriekers look fantastic.
They had some of the amazing effects that the first one, as simple as it was for them to do the effects, I think they replicated that well in the second one. They didn't go over the top. Okay, so they didn't do a ridiculous
in comparison. Job. Okay, the movie we're doing for this coming Friday is Nightmare on Elm Street 5.
Yeah.
That was a $6 million budget.
That will be tomorrow.
Does this start? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this is a Thursday
video. Tomorrow, Jay.
It's tomorrow. So this movie had a $4 million budget. If I'm not mistaken, Nightmare on Elm Street 5 had a $6 million.
I want to say it was $6 million.
$6 million.
Sure.
The effects are so much better.
Yeah, they are. I much prefer the shriekers and the things they did in this movie than to most of what they did in Nightmare 5.
Yeah, the acting was better. Yeah, by leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
By leaps and bounds.
I cared more about these characters.
Oh, yes.
Than I did about Nightmare 5.
But even
always.
Yeah, but that has more to do with story. This right here
was great. This had a good story. It had a good foundation.
This
from
right
the
here
beginning.
was just the acting in general was better.
Yeah.
You know? And then the shriekers. Now there was a couple of CG'd parts that just didn't look good.
You can tell, but I mean, it's
CG.
Early 90s. They were working on what they had. I mean, they did great.
But the scene where they're lugging that fucking shrieker at the back of Bert's truck.
Bert.
It looked like they were handling an actual fucking shrieker.
Yeah, it did not look like something that was made in a special effects room that they were just trying to throw together.
It looked really good.
It wasn't the bird that was flying in Nightmare 2 that exploded.
When the graboid comes out the ground and lands on the fucking hood of the truck.
Yeah, it was good. They did some amazing puppeteering and stuff in this movie.
It looked fantastic, man. It really did. Especially for
it's lower budget. And look, we're watching this in 2020, so we've been jaded by the effects that we've seen over the past years.
Yeah.
And this still looked really good.
It looked fantastic. It looked realistic.
Yeah, it really did.
You know? So, with that in mind, let's look at what we're gonna score this.
Well, what are you thinking about?
Okay, so I gotta tell you, Rotten Tomatoes and the audience from Rotten Tomatoes. Audience score from Rotten Tomatoes is 46%.
That's surprisingly low.
Me too, as I think too. Rotten Tomatoes has this scored at 63%.
That's a little bit closer to what I was thinking.
That's exactly, yeah.
That's much closer to what I was thinking. I
Look,
think Rotten Tomatoes is really fucking low.
Can you pull up our score sheet?
I'm actually gonna go. What you said the audience score was?
46.
46.
Which would be like
that is
in the middle. In the middle.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, 46. That would be like a 23 for us.
Yeah, no,
I'm fucking low.
I'm about to say I'm definitely going higher than a fucking 23. I'm probably going damn near 10 points higher than that.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking too.
Which one are you looking for?
Tremors. What I gave the original.
The original Tremors. When the fuck did we do the original Tremors?
I gave it a 43. Down. Oh no, right there, in the middle. Up. Right now.
I'm actually, dude. I'm actually a little bit lower than. I love the original. I really do.
I do, man. The original was great, amazing. And this was good too. I mean, you miss Kevin Bacon, you really do, but you understand where he's at.
I totally.
It makes sense for him not to be there.
Well, yeah, because it's a continuation of the first one. He made his money and he made some leaps and bounds.
He met his girl. And
he met his girl.
He started his life.
He started his life. He's out of this fucking universe. As far as the Tremors are concerned, he's there. He's made it. He doesn't need to fight Tremors.
Yep.
But it didn't feel like, it wasn't like they replaced him with somebody else. I would have been fucking mad if they'd replaced his character with somebody else.
Oh yeah,
I'd have been fucking pissed.
Now I wasn't as big of a fan of Grady, but he served his purpose.
He served his purpose. I didn't care for him as he was the goofball, man. He was the Barney Fife of fucking Tremors. He was not really sure of himself, not really knowing what to do. I'm actually going to go a little bit lower. What did I even score? I scored the original Tremors of 38.
Yep.
I'm actually going to go with 34 for this one.
You see, yeah. I'm probably going to stick.
I'm right there.
I'll probably go 38.
Really? You're going to go higher?
I will. And here's the thing. I rather the original Tremors, but for some reason I watched this one more.
It's fun. It really is fun.
I think I've watched this one. We discussed this beforehand, but I'm pretty sure I've watched this movie more than I've watched the original.
I get that.
I don't understand. I don't know why, but it's one of those things. Because I remember almost every scene of this movie. As we were watching, I was kind of quoting it as it went. I don't know why.
I get that. The movie, it's one of those fun movies.
Yep.
And I really do think that I'm comfortable with where I've scored it at.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, make sure you catch us on YouTube and please subscribe and hit the bell because YouTube hates us and they don't really put us out there.
Yeah, YouTube's not our biggest fans.
Yeah. But we're also on SoundCloud, which we're doing really well on. We're on Stitcher, iTunes, and Pandora. So find us on any of those.
We're all
platforms.
over the damn place, guys.
That's right. Please add us, subscribe us, follow us.
Hit the bells, hit the notifications. Send us some comments, guys.
Yes,
we love interacting with
comment.
people in comments, and then let us know what you think.
Yep. Comment, like, follow, subscribe. All right, guys. We're out of here.